So every month I'm receiving these shut-off notices, shut-off notices, and that's very alarming, upset. I can't afford this.
Plaintiff Allison McNeil claims her sister put an electric bill in her name and never paid the bill. She's suing her sister for $3,500. Defendant Ingrid Smith claims her sister promised to take care of the bill while she was hospitalized. She says she owes nothing.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. This is case number 008 on the docket. McNeil versus Smith. Sorry, Judge.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's hard to remember a name like Smith. Okay, welcome to both of you. We have the plaintiff, Allison McNeil, and you are suing, you're suing your sister, Ingrid Smith, for $3,500 for an unpaid electricity bill.
Okay, Your Honor, she accrued an electric gas bill in my name and never attempted to pay the bill.
Why was it in your name?
Initially, it started back, let me share a little bit of history.
Yes.
I was a victim of domestic dispute. I had a boyfriend then living with me. He refused to leave my home, so I had to take it to court just to have him removed.
Got it.
So we had to take it to domestic violence.
Yes.
So I was, during the trial of that domestic dispute,
yes,
they offered me a housing voucher. It was a housing voucher for a low subsidy rent.
A subsidy for rent someplace.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that was one option, and then my sister said, "Oh, you could come." She had just recently moved to her location, and she offered a room at her place on the condition that I have the electric bill in my name. I opted to go with a housing voucher instead.
Okay.
Now, as you will see, Your Honor, on the Exhibit A, on the second page, the housing voucher was low subsidized rent. I had to pay part of the rent, but it also included the electric bill. So there was no charge for me to pay electric or gas. That was included with the rent.
For the place where you were living?
Yes, that's on page 2 of the Exhibit A. So I moved in. I resided there for an entire year. Several months later, she came to me. She had received a, what do you call it, a rebate for the electricity company. It was a small amount, a rebate check.
Yes.
And she brought it to my attention, and I said, oh, because I totally forgot about that.
Yes.
And so I said, well, why is it going to your home address? But it was addressed to me, but to her address. And it was a small rebate amount, so I had cashed it. And then I said, okay, well, you got to take care of this bill. She assured me then, oh, yeah, don't worry, I will take care of the bill. I'm paying the bill regularly. I said, but I'm going to be moving soon, so it has to be cleared.
When did she ask you to put your name on her electric bill?
That was before I moved into the housing, subsidy housing, the low income. That was before I moved in there.
So her electric bill has been in your name for how long?
From probably since, I believe it was 2016.
Oh, for years?
Yeah, for a couple of years now.
And over the years, who has been paying this bill?
She was supposed to have been taking care of it.
I worked for him. I had a brain aneurysm that took me out of work.
Oh, I see.
So she was aware that I could not pay the bill. So I had no way of paying. I went to work and left work going to the trauma center to have immediate surgery. So therefore, I know I couldn't pay a bill.
Did the plaintiff agree at that time to pay the bill?
She had to agree if she wouldn't have it turned on.
I never.
You turned it on in your name. I didn't know you turned it on in your name. Why not my name?
As you explained to me, that because there was an outstanding bill from your previous home where our mother was with you, you said that bill was way too high, so you couldn't have it turned back on in your name.
Yeah, because all she wanted to do was be in heat. She wanted to be hot. She was always cold.
I understand that. I understand that. But having the bill in my name was on the condition that I stayed with you, and I said, no, okay, I'm going to take the housing voucher. And then you said, okay, don't worry, just have it turned on, and then I will turn it back off once it gets running. Then I get my money from my disability claim. When that come in, then I'll take care of it and clear it and have it turned over in my name. That was my understanding.
As far as the electric company knows, you owe the money.
Yes.
And what are they doing? How long have they been trying to get you to pay the $3,000? That's a lot to keep.
Yes.
And they haven't. Have they cut off your electricity?
I've only been saved due to this pandemic. They've put everything on a temporary hold. But I keep receiving these shut-off notices, sir.
I see.
As you can see in Exhibit C.
Got it.
So every month I'm receiving these shut-off notices, you know, shut-off notices, and that's very alarming, upset. I can't afford this. Go
So
down there
you
to have them
thought
turn
she
it
was
off.
going to have
Yes,
your name taken
turn it
off?
That's what she told me. She assured me that she would have it turned,
Okay.
disconnected. It won't
So
go
now
no further than
I
that.
understand now how this all happened. Now I want to get into your relationship here.
My sister and I have never had a close relationship.
Oh.
She's about 10, 12 years
How
older
many
than myself.
siblings were there?
Together, there are 16 of us.
16 of you.
Yes, but only 2 girls. I was not spoiled.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
treated like the Cinderella in the
Yeah,
picture. You know,
yeah.
I did the cleaning, I did the laundry, whatever was asked and told of me. I do have a sincere love and care for my sister because she's my sister. I never disrespect her, I never cursed her. That's not in my heart. However, growing up, I always felt with her and my mother, they had the close relationship. They had the tight bond. I could go back as far as to the day of my high school graduation. Now, here I am in the top 10 percentile of my graduating class. I needed to be there ahead of time so I can move, you know, march in with the procession and have my rightful seat. The day of my graduation, okay, my mother and my sister, they sat there and they ridiculed the outfit I was wearing, the dress. There was no special dress, no special shoes, nothing special for me. I remember I had to put on stockings that had rips and tears in it. And then I said, Mom, I have to get to the graduation. You know, I have to be there ahead of time. Well, what you going to tell me for? Go ahead and take the bus. My sister had a car. I know that when I reached there to the place of the graduation, I already missed the procession marching in, so I could not sit up front where I was rightfully, you know, my place was to do because they already marched in. And then right after that, you know, everyone wanted to go out and celebrate. No, I was pushed in the car and rushed back home. My father, who I miss dearly, he died the year that I graduated, so he wasn't able to attend my graduation.
I'm not here to judge what happened at graduation day. What I am noticing is there's a lot of history that is behind this whole dispute over an electric bill. Basically, the electric bill is just the symptom of the deeper issue, which is what is happening to the relationship between both of you. I can't settle that issue. You believed she was going to take care of the bill. You believe that, no, you're not taking care.
that was
I understand what
never.
you're saying. You never intended in your mind to actually pay for it.
My sister received lump sum of money at different points in time, and she still never took care of the bill. So I feel betrayed. She's damaged the trust I had in her and her word. Okay, and she still preferred to come here to put our business out here instead of taking care of the bill, which she said that she would.
You have sued her for the amount of $3,500.
Yes, sir.
And do you, just as a side thought, do you have any thought that she has the ability, not that you should pay, but that there's any way she can?
No, not now, no.
She has no obligation to pay the utility for where you live. She has no obligation, and for what looks like a couple of years now, she is being stuck with the bill because $3,500 is a lot of months' electricity for where you live, right? So she has been paying your electric bill. I'm not saying you don't have tough times in your life. I'm just saying she has been paying your electric bill for several years, and she has no obligation to do that. So I fined for the plaintiff for $3,500.
Like I said, I had a brain aneurysm, so therefore, it's impossible for me to have paid a bill with a brain aneurysm. I hadn't even been released from the hospital. Where was I going to get money from at that point?
I will never in the future allow anyone to put a bill in my name.
I believe my sister and I will reconcile our relationship.
It will take some time because I'm still hurt and I feel betrayed. But yes, I'm hopeful. I believe it will. She's my one and only sister.